on the Portland game, and that's where we'll
Well,
start.
very first off, it was a hard game. Just take your eyes off. It was a
Yeah,
very entertaining game, like throughout, like from the beginning to start. I thought it was a really great played game. I think it showed like our resilience and our kind of will to fight back when we get down by a little bit, and not to
yeah,
panic, not to get, too crazy. Um, man, so much were happening. I, I do think we still shot a little like way too many threes. And we only made six. I think we were like 6 from 33 or something
yeah.
like something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like we're like 6 from 33. We're getting out rebounded again, like
Getting
9 or 10
killed
rebounds. I
on the
know,
rebound.
and it's like the thing is too, like mostly offensive rebounds too. Like that's what I'm like, But one thing we really did good at, like, and I really, really, really paid attention throughout the course of the game is our possessions and our like turnovers. We didn't create too many turnovers, and they weren't like crazy, like crucial, like like the worst possible moment, like turnovers like we've had in the past. We didn't like have those two or too many of those, I should say. But so no, I thought we really did good at like taking care of the ball, making good passes, making good reads, and actually, just making good decisions on the court. I do think we need a little bit more production from our bench players, like Kendrick Nunn, another like like 0 point game. And it's not necessarily all about the points that show up in like the stats of how you help your team, but we need more production from Kendrick Nunn. You know what I mean? He's a scorer, so like
Agree.
we need more production. But overall, I thought we fought. I thought we played a hard game. I thought we played aggressive. I thought we really, really, like like actually like wanted to win the game. And actually, we showed that we like wanted to stay in there and wanted to like win. But I will say that last like minute or so, that was rough.
Yeah,
That was a little rough. Now I will say we nearly, besides that shot, could you agree with me? We almost nearly played like that stretch perfectly. Nearly. Besides that like questionable shot.
the
So
Russell Westbrook 2 for 1.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? And, okay, look, and here's my thing too. Like I watched the play like over and over. Like after the game was finished, like I watched the play and I just over and over again, and I was kind of thinking like, what was he trying to think in his mind? Was it a confidence thing? Was it like, hey, I didn't read the situation correctly? Was it like one of those J.R. Smith moments where you're like, whoa, should have done that? And it could have been like, these are professionals. It happens, more times than not. But I don't know. And they even asked Russ about it after the game, and he doesn't even know.
He was trying to be a hero, and that's
I
the problem. And like, look, like a lot of people, of course, want to blame Russell Westbrook for that loss. It wasn't solely on him. Now,
I don't blame him
that shot was
actually. No.
inexcusable. That shot shouldn't have happened. That is something that he can't do. Can't do that. You have you're if they were down, if they were down one, okay, maybe you're trying to get a quick bucket, trying to get possession, going the 2 for 1.
Yeah,
But even then, it's kind of questionable. Try to get the best shot possible. Um, the
because
thing
I
is,
believe it was 1-on-1, 102, right? Yeah,
yeah, something
1-on-1,
like
102. Yeah,
yeah,
then
something
we
like
were
that.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, we were up one at that time when he took the shot, and then
yeah,
but the problem is that like he like then the reason I say it's not solely on Russ is
yeah.
because you're not up 8 with 1 minute and 45 seconds left and lose that game because of one player or one bad shot. A
No,
lot
no,
of
no, no,
people
no.
highlight that and go, "Oh, see, look, like you don't lose a game on one shot." Now, was that a bad shot? Sure. Was that something that he shouldn't have done? Sure. But he's got to be better than that. He knows better than that. But it was a collective effort. I do think and kind of question Darvin Ham even inserting him into the game, um, just because like we didn't need him. Like if we were down, 5 or something like that, and it's like, all right, let's put Russ in the game because he can generate points quick if he can get going. He's up and down coast to coast, like kind of like, let's get that. Okay, fine, but is that what
Not to
happened?
mention he didn't have a great game to begin
Yeah,
with.
he
You
did.
know what I
He
mean?
did
So
it. I mean, he didn't have a terrible game, but he didn't have a great game. He was still good defensively. He's still fighting defensively, which I like.
I mean, Walker had a
Um,
better game than him too. I
yeah,
mean,
it's just the thing is that like they got like they that wasn't a position to put him in
yeah,
regardless. And and look, I'm not trying to deflect blame from, like I said, Russ deserves blame for that shot. But I just seen so many people blame Russell Westbrook for that loss, and it's like it's not just him. You know, like
No, it's not, because you think
LeBron
how many
loosened
missed
up on
shots led them to that
defense.
point.
LeBron took a couple bad shots towards the end of the stretch. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Anthony Davis got that fifth foul and then just became unaggressive. Like all of these things, it's several little things that become a factor. And I just this game in general was inexcusable. You got like that's a game that you have to win. You're winning. You're up 8. You're off to a rough start, 2-0 or 0-2, and you got the Denver, you got Minnesota, and then you got Denver again in a 3-game slat. Like now, like you win one of the if you win that game against Portland, now you're 1-2. Let's say you beat one of Denver or Memphis, or not Memphis, Minnesota. Let's say you beat one of them. Now you're 3-2, and
Which
then
is two tough matchups anyways.
And then let's say you beat Denver in the second game in a row. Right now you're 3-3.